Long before the Olympians rose to power, the primordials, an ancient lineage, shaped the very bones of the universe. Beneath the waves lie forgotten kingdoms, ancient cities swallowed by the sea, waiting to be rediscovered.
The youngest of these titans was Cronus, often depicted gripping a sharp sickle, a weapon poised to carve the destiny of gods and mortals.
Though the titans were mighty, Gaia and Uranus bore stranger children, giants with 100 hands, and the one-eyed Cyclopes, secret smiths of thunderous weapons.
Gaia, heartbroken by Uranus's cruelty, urged her Titan children to rise and punish their tyrant father.
If the oceans vanished in an instant, hidden landscapes and forgotten coastlines would reveal themselves. Sunken ruins, carved stone formations, ancient structures, glimmering in the light of day.
Long veiled by myth, the moment unfolds. With fierce resolve, Cronus raised the glowing sickle and struck Uranus, shifting divine power forever. Fragments of Uranus's collapse plunged into the sea. From the churning foam, legends whisper, an island curved like a sickle arose. Far from his father's reach, Zeus grew strong, nurtured by divine protectors. Preparing for the day, he would challenge Cronus. But prophecy has a way of haunting kings. Gaia warned Cronus, one of his own would one day overthrow him. To outsmart Cronus, Rhea swaddled a lifeless stone, presenting it as her newborn. Unaware, he swallowed it whole. Far from his father's gaze, Zeus grew in strength, nurtured by divine protectors, until he was destined to challenge the Titan King. Zeus confronted the Titan King. At a lavish feast, he slipped a potion into the golden goblet. Cronus drank, never seeing the eyes in the shadows.
Millennia. Reunited at last, the divine siblings forged an alliance, determined to take the world back from the Titan's grip.
To show their gratitude, the Cyclopes forged divine gifts. Zeus's radiant thunderbolt, Poseidon's sea, commanding trident, and Hades' helm of darkness, a symbol of invisibility.
Their new power, the gods began a 10-year war, the Titanomachy. Its fury cracked mountains and split the sky, shaking every corner of creation.
Hidden in myth, a war that once tore the heavens apart. The Olympians fought from the radiant heights of Olympus. The Titans surged from the shadowed fortress of Othrys. Long hidden, a war beyond myth. The clash of immortals echoed like thunder across the cosmos. Titans of stone and gods of light hurling unimaginable forces. Its shockwaves still... After their downfall, the Titans were led into the abyss of Tartarus. There, luminous bonds drew tight, and the ancient doors, older than the world itself, closed to... With victory secured, Zeus and his siblings rose, new rulers of the universe, the Olympians. Zeus rose to claim the sky. From that thunderous throne he chose Hera, and in quiet ceremony he offered her a radiant crown. When it touched her brow, she became queen of the gods, patron of family, keeper of hearts. Those tied to Zeus, mothers, children. Hera's gaze rarely softened. Her quiet disapproval shaped their tales. Legends still whisper the cost. Hera learned Leto carried Zeus's twins, Apollo and Artemis. She forbade any land to shelter her, so Leto wandered deserts and climbed empty mountains. Every door shut, every track. Poseidon took pity and parted the sea. He raised a drifting isle, Delos, beyond Hera's sight. There, Leto labored in secrecy, and two lights came forth. Apollo, golden as dawn, and Artemis, silver as moon.
Later, Hera struck him with madness. In that fog, he killed the ones he loved. When the spell broke, sorrow leveled him. Beneath the storm, he sank to his knees. From that night came the 12 labors.
For centuries, even cities that never named him their patron still offered gifts for his favor, afraid of the storms he could unleash.
When King Minos pleaded for Poseidon's favor, the sea answered. From the foam rose a bull of pure white, divine, impossible. Minos knelt, humbled before the god's sign.
But Minos grew greedy. At the altar, he slipped in an ordinary bull, hiding the gleaming gift of the sea god and breaking their sacred pact. Poseidon's fury turned on the king's house. Pasiphae fell under a spell of desire for the beast, and from that unholy...
Once, it was only a rumor, but the creature became a flesh-eating terror, locked inside a labyrinth beneath Crete. For centuries, the maze kept it hidden, until the roar broke the silence. The Minotaur.
She appeared in a rush of gold, armor aglow, thoughts as sharp as the spear in her hand. Zeus could only stare. Then, in quiet defiance, Hera shaped life herself. Within her warmth, the child Hephaestus took form. These moments, etched in myth.
Centuries, the stones kept the secret. In Athens, 2 immortals faced the people. Poseidon struck the rock, and the sea spilled through. Athena touched the earth, and an olive tree rose. One gift promised power, the other, life. The city bowed to the tree, and from that choice, Athens...
Incredible, it's turning into a tree. Blessed be the gods.
Enraged by his defeat, Poseidon sent his son Halorothius to bring down Athena's sacred olive. But when the axe fell, the trunk stood firm.
Athena's reach stretched far beyond Athens. She was the one who turned Medusa into the Gorgon. The curse followed when Poseidon defied. From that moment, Medusa's gaze turned any mortal who met it into lifeless stone. In a forgotten cavern, a warrior stepped forward and froze. Stone crawled.
Born with a form the gods deemed flawed, Hephaestus entered the world marked by difference. At Hera's command, a secret light ferried the infant from Olympus, slipping through clouds to a lonely shore. Despite his unusual start, Hephaestus grew into a brilliant creator. His divine skill forged wonders admired by gods. History whispers of a creation meant as both gift and snare. He even crafted Pandora from clay and divine breath.
In myth, a truth surfaces. Hephaestus returned to Olympus, driven by revenge.